personal brand is really all the collateral that you kind of show online that you want hiring managers to see about you.
The main concept that we're talking about is our personal brand, and I know LinkedIn's part of that, and we'll get into that. So, again, the main topic of our video is personal branding. So, how does all of those things come together that you've described into a personal brand? What is a personal brand, and why is it important for somebody that's listening to this podcast or looking for a new job to know what their personal brand is, especially for my audience in engineering?
Hmm. For sure. So a personal, like just like we think of a business brand. So you think of maybe like a big box store has a specific color, they have a brand, they have a product that they sell, and everyone kind of knows what that is. And so it's just the same when you're thinking about your job search, you're actually the product that you're trying to sell. So even everyone says, sales and marketing is only for business, but it's actually not true. All job seekers need to be in sales and marketing because their product is themselves. And so you need to create that brand that's consistent online with what your goals are and your dreams are. So everyone's personal brand will be a little bit different, even if you're in the same industry like engineering or whatever your industry is. Your
Mhm.
personal brand is personal to you and what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve with your career. And so you want your personal brand to reflect where you want to go. What I find a lot of people will write their personal brand based on where they are now. So they might write like, explain what they're doing, what their current job is. But what I encourage people to do is write towards where they want to be. So like if you want to be on that next step, if you want to be a manager, then you need to gear your information towards like showing your skills in the managerial space. And so just really deciding on what that future is, what that next step is for you, and then gearing your personal branding and all your resume, your cover letter, your LinkedIn profile. And then that will also trickle over into your interview skills and when you're asked questions, when you meet people at a networking event,
Mhm.
that will all kind of come together and you'll be able to speak about yourself in a way that you feel more confident doing so.
Yeah, so is a personal brand like I'm going off script, like a philosophy, or are there the tangible elements that go into a personal brand? Because you talked a lot about like, what you communicate, but like what are those elements of the personal brand?
So the personal brand is really all the collateral that you kind of show online that you want hiring managers to see about you.
Okay.
So I do have some clients who will create a website that reflects, their accomplishments, maybe things that aren't appropriate to have on a resume, or maybe if they've done some really cool projects that they want to showcase, they'll have a website that they can direct people to so they can see more information. So, but it really is your resume, your cover letter, your LinkedIn profile, and any of that other marketing collateral that you want to share about yourself. So whether that's a website, recommendations on LinkedIn, different things like that.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for watching this segment of the Engineering Success Podcast. If you liked it, make sure to check out the other videos down below that are recommended to you. And if you really like the podcast, make sure to subscribe right down there in the middle. We really appreciate it. It's free to you and helps us a lot out. And last but not least, the best way to help the show grow is to comment down below. So leave your comment if you have any thoughts about this segment. Thanks.
Chasing payments, still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.